Is it time to buy or sell TMC the Metals Company stock? In this video, we're diving deep into TMC the Metals Company. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 1st of October, 2025. And now, we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 12th of September 2025, our system has ranked TMC the Metals Company as a strong buy candidate, assigning it a score of 5.22. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this period. Those who followed our analysis would have experienced an impressive gain of 25.72% since we first identified TMC, the Metals Company, as a buy candidate 14 days ago. This translates to an average return of 1.84% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The stock has broken a very wide and declining short-term trend upwards. Initially, a slower rate of decline is indicated, which may serve as an early signal of a shift in trend. On the reaction, there will be support at the ceiling of the current trend, broken at $6.94, a level that may present a second opportunity to capitalize on a price surge. According to fan theory, $9.91 will be the next potential peak level, which may serve as a resistance point that could be challenging to surpass on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of 18.04% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from negative 53.15% to negative 18.08%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 256.78%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from 152.38% to 383.49% over the next year. In practical terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $17.52 and $33.55. Our latest daily update for TMC the Metals Company includes the headline, Volatile Ride for TMC the Metals Company Incorporated Stock Price on Wednesday, moving between $6.24 and $6.99. The TMC the Metals Company Incorporated stock price gained 8.95% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 1st of October 2025. Rising from $6.37 to $6.94. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 12.02%, moving from a day low of $6.24 to a day high of $6.99. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 26.41% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical sign. In total, 5 million more shares were traded than the day before, with 9 million shares bought and sold for approximately $62,601,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of stock was $8.63, and the lowest price was 72 cents. Currently, the price is 19.54%, or $1.69, below the 52-week high and 54.91%, or $8.45, below the all-time high on the 13th of September 2021, when the price reached $15.39. The Metals Company is emerging as the most advanced contender in deep-sea nodule mining following recent pre-feasibility and impact assessments, including a pre-feasibility study on NORI-D, as well as movement into a United States regulatory framework. These studies support an industry-scale economic case. Management's work indicates a combined net present value in the tens of billions, while the stock currently trades at only a few billion in market value. This disparity explains the recent enthusiasm from investors and a rally exceeding 300% earlier this year. However, this enthusiasm has also introduced volatility. Earnings reports and execution headlines have triggered sharp pullbacks. The share price now reacts significantly to regulatory milestones, licensing progress, partner announcements, and financing updates. In the near term, expect fluctuations driven by headlines as markets adjust to regulatory risks and capital requirements. Over the long term, successful permitting, non-dilutive funding, and timely project delivery could lead to a substantial re-rating toward net asset value. Conversely, regulatory setbacks, environmental challenges, technical execution issues, or funding shortfalls could compress potential upside and elevate downside risks. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned TMC an outperform rating and recommended an upgrade. On Friday, the 25th of April, 2025, it was reported that Alliance Global Partners rated TMC as a buy and suggested holding. Analysts have assigned the metals company TMC a general strong sell rating for its stock. They have rated the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio also as strong sell. For return on investment, analysts have given the stock a strong sell rating as well. The following signals have been identified for TMC, the metals company. Today, the chart shows mostly positive signals. The stock of TMC, the metals company Inc. presents buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, indicating a favorable outlook. Additionally, there is a general buy signal stemming from the relationship between these averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. In the event of a downturn, support can be expected from the levels at $6.45 and $5.51. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, and the stock has since increased by nearly 49%. Further growth is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is also indicated by the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. The trading volume is increasing alongside the price, which is seen as a positive technical signal. Here are some additional signals that you may find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 30 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 7 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 15 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 15 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 12 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, sell signal from 17 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal from 17 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 10 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you would like to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for TMC, the metals company. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $6.56 and $5.67. There's a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level could lead to a drop to the next support point. In this instance, TMC, the metals company Inc. has support just below today's level at $6.56. If this is breached, the subsequent support from accumulated volume will be at $5.67 and $5.65. This stock may experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility. With a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is classified as high risk. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by 75 cents between its high and low points, which translates to 12.02%. In the last week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 9.31%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for TMC, the metals company, let's briefly review some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric evaluates a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is operating at a loss. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to external factors. However, a pattern of consistently negative PE ratios may suggest inadequate profits and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 13th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at -6 cents. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for TMC, the metals company. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for TMC, the metals company, is at $7.11. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could serve as a point to consider for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, TMC, the metals company, faces its first support level at $6.56. If this support level remains intact, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for TMC, the metals company, from multiple analyst sources is a strong sell. Now let's review some recent insider trades. On September 23, 2025, O'Sullivan Anthony executed an insider buy of 1 million shares of common stock. On September 24, 2025, Ilvez Erica carried out an insider buy of 252,815 shares of common stock. On September 24, 2025, Ilvez Erica again conducted an insider buy of 262,109 shares of common stock. On September 24, 2025, Ilvez Erica executed another insider buy of 1,099,968 shares of common stock. On September 23, 2025, Ilvez Erica made an insider buy of 2 million shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is positive, with a ratio of approximately 80.86. In total, insiders purchased 60,338,959 shares and sold 4,472,444 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $6.70, reflecting a decrease of 3.46%. This stock exhibits significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a high level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 77, further amplifying this risk. Notably, there is a buy signal stemming from a pivot bottom identified 29 days ago. Is TMC the metals company stock a good buy? TMC the Metals Company Inc. holds several positive signals, and the recent departure from the declining trend suggests a potential shift in direction. This shift does not necessarily imply a transition from decline to growth. It could also stabilize or merely slow down the previous decrease. However, we believe the risk-reward ratio is appealing, and we anticipate the stock will perform quite well in the short term. Thus, we have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this stock from a buy to a strong buy candidate since our last evaluation. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 2nd of October, we expect TMC, the metals company, to open lower by 217 thousandths of a dollar and begin trading at $6.72. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before making any purchases or sales of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your insights. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.